Starting today with the Bible verse. Hi, everybody. From Deuteronomy 4, but it's translated from the German Bible into English. Never forget what the Lord has done for you. You shall remember these things as long as you live, and you shall tell your children and grandchildren about them. So this is a part of God told the Israelites to remember what God has done for them and to tell the story again and again and again. So, and I have a kind of season of special days at the moment, I think for the last 4 months. And I have the privilege to hear a lot of stories. So when I was in Israel, I heard a lot of stories, of course, during the war. And I remember the night when Iran attacked us, I was sitting with my neighbors in the bomb shelters. And I had one conversation with a young Israeli. And he said to me, you know what, we don't care, so that's normal here. But he was still in the bomb shelter. So anyway, and we spoke a lot about Italian food because he wanted to be an Italian. And I love to hear the stories and what they want and what they are dreaming of. So, and yeah, maybe this is the reason I became a storyteller. I don't know. Anyway, so what God is telling his holy people is to remember what he has done. So, and this is so important because this is stirring up the faith and the next generation and the next generation. So, and this is not only think what the Israel people do, it's the same for Arabic people, it's the same for the Gypsies, it's the same for the Bedouins. They are all sitting together and they are telling stories. The Gypsies, for example, 20 years ago, not many Gypsies could read and write. So, but they still kept the tradition and the stories. And how did they do this? They were sitting together and they would make music and they were dancing the stories. So there was always some kind of storytelling. And this is the reason some traditions survived hundreds and hundreds of years. So because of all the storytelling. And I like this. So, and today again, I had the privilege to hear the story of the man I told you about, who is telling me his family story. A family what is way, way back, hundreds of years. But they were always somehow Christian. So, and you can see how the generation became stronger and stronger and stronger. So, and in telling the stories about what the generation before experienced and what they have done and what God did, this is amazing to hear. It is, there was a sentence in between, and the Spirit of the God blow into our house. So, I love that. So when Holy Spirit is in your house and is blowing everyday life, so life is totally changed. And not everybody has the privilege to have hundreds of years Christian in the family line. So, and but it doesn't matter. Everybody has a different story, right? So, and God is doing great things in the stories. So, but what I really like about the storytelling this day and also yesterday, I only have small portions every day when the man is telling and reading it to me. But you can feel a Holy Spirit on it. You can feel what God has done in this family. you can feel which miracles are still happening in this family. And we need that. We need that our faith will stir up. So, and one thing I really one thing I really liked about the storytelling, I said to him, it is like letter writing to my best friend. So, and I was completely transferred into 100 years ago, where the postman came with horse or whatever, so, and brought some letters and some important things, the people were waiting on, and were excited when all the letters came in, and coming over the ocean, over the big sea, so, and traveling for months to get some news from the new world or whatever. So, and today is much faster. You can connect via Zoom, via internet, and it's much faster. And but storytelling, it doesn't matter if it's in person or took months over the ocean or is via internet. Storytelling is very important. So, and it's opening a totally new realm. So it's really connecting with people on a deeper level. And when you then hear the stories, when it's first starting slow, of course, so some normal things, so, and then it's getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And when the people are starting to share their pain, so as I heard when I was in Haifa from my Arabic friends, where their pain is and where they are struggling with, we got connected. We really got connected because I was listening and I was feeling the pain they have. So, and this is at the moment the same with the story I hear now. And I'm connecting on a deeper level with the pain. And the beauty of this is that you create a safe place so that the person in front of you can share her or his story. And there's something, a kind of release in it, And I think I feel it like a holy minutes, holy hour when he is telling me his story. And I'm becoming a safe place. And it is like I can hold his heart and I can feel his pain and I can sit and I can cry with him. So, and I think this is very important so that we are able to cry with people. In the video yesterday or the day before, I said there was one sentence in it. What was so amazing for me, it was the sentence, when we have healed heart, we can carry all crosses. And I was speaking about this. So, and for me, it means to carry his cross for a moment, to share his cross and to be able to make it a little bit lighter. And I think this is what it needs to love people. And this is also the need for the Israeli people. They have that they can share their stories and cry. Nothing is harder than keep all the stories down and not to cry. So it gets worse and worse and worse with the pain, and there will be a day it will kill you. This is for sure. And I remember when the last week when I was in Israel now, I attend the Feast of Tabernacle, and there was one old man. He lost a lot of relatives at the 7th of October, and he was so broken. All his pain was on the surface. So, but this was the beauty in the brokenness, because we could cry with him together. We could be connected to him when he shared his pain. His daughter was giving a testimony in front, and he was sitting beside me. And he was so broken, and he was so crying. And his daughter was standing there in the front, and he said, "Daddy, I love you." It was like we all connected together in this deep love of brokenness. And we need people who have healed heart so that they can carry the crosses for the other people. And I want to encourage you today that you will make the journey of getting healed so that you can carry the crosses for the other people. And I have still this picture of somebody carried the cross of Jesus because he was so shattered and so broken when he went to his place where he died. And we need to carry the crosses of other people's. So, and the story will continue tomorrow. I will have another hour or so with the person together, and I will hear the next part of the story. And I know this will be a hard part. But what I know is that I can connect it with him in his pain, and I can cry with him. So, and this is when people losing somebody, you can sit and cry with them. You don't need words. You only can sit and cry. This is all you can do. And this is when this massive civilian war was in Syria, and I was in Jordan at the Syrian border to serve the refugees there. I couldn't speak the language. So I only could speak English, and most of them didn't speak English, so. But you can sit with them. In every house, in every tent we went into, we sit with the people and stayed with the people. We played with the children. We heard the stories. We were drinking tea, and we were sitting together. And sometimes we cried. So, and I think this is the beauty of brokenness, when we can carry the crosses together, and we can be a part of the story, and we can connect in the deeper level of pain. And yeah, I know that not only the Israel people need that, also the Syrian people and the people from the Lebanon, the civilians, they need this. And I again got reminded today of this little orphan boy I saw in Damascus over 1 year ago, and where I was so heartbroken because nobody was there, nobody heard his story. And I couldn't take him with me. This was not possible. Somebody told me he will maybe end up in prison, and it really broke my heart. So, and How good would it be if we would be the voice for the voiceless, and we will carry their stories and we release it into the world? So, and I want to encourage you to go and spend a day, an afternoon, an hour, 10 minutes with somebody who is crying. Sit with them together, cry with them together, hear their stories, and carry them with your heart. And sometimes you will have the privilege to let the story out. So, for me, it's in writing, and I'm writing the stories about that all. And hope to give these broken people a voice. But at least I can give them my tears to share with them. So, yeah, I'm really in a happy place right now that I can experience this all and I can hear the stories from all the people. And again, tomorrow I will meet somebody I don't know yet. So, but they connected me, and yeah, and I will hear the next story. I love that. I love to connect with people. I love to connect with their stories, and I love to connect with their pain. And today it's so easy to have a big wall, and saying, doesn't matter for me, it's my life. And the storytelling and the sitting together is so far away, especially in the Western world. And this is still different in the Middle East, still, because family is such a big thing there. And not everybody can handle that. I know that. So, but for me, it's always amazing to see this, to experience this, and to have this big family around me. This is all I wanted my whole life, So, and I have this in another kind of family. So, but it's amazing. I love this. So that's all for me today. I am excited to hear what I will hear tomorrow from the special person and also from the new person I met tomorrow. Okay, have a blessed evening. Bye.